We should be good to go. All right, let me just bring up. Let's see. Okay, things are good. Oh, man. I'm just kind of waiting for at least some people to come in. Alright, I'll do a little bit of hiding some stuff and just okay. Should things should probably at least be fine. I guess I'll get started with the voting. First, let me just take a bit of a gander at the nominating stuff. Okay. Okay, you know what? Why not? Let me just start voting now. This is gonna be a very long live stream. All right, so let's get started with some voting. Okay, so we're starting off with the Game of the Year nominees. So we have Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth, Wukong, Elden Ring: Shadow of Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. Elden Ring being here is so weird. Like, there was a lot of buzz about this because of the Elden Ring Shadow of Erdtree just being DLC for Elden Ring. I mean, the DLC was absolutely good from what I was really amazing from what I tell, but they made a thing about DLCs about being legible, and I think they probably did it just for the Elden Ring DLC. I mean, I get it. People really liked this DLC, but still, it was very weird. It is a bit of a tough choice, though. Um, you know what? I'll go to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. All right, next category: best game direction. This is literally like the same thing as the first page. um. Okay, so what for outstanding creative vision, innovation in game direction and design? I might. I don't know. Maybe Metaphor ReFantazio? Should I go for that? Um, Astrobot has some really cool stuff in it. Maybe I'll go for Astrobot. Alright. Best narrative. Okay, so we have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Metaphor ReFantazio, Shinua Sagas, Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. You know, the remake of Silent Hill 2. Honestly, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth being here is hilarious because a lot of Yakuza fans despise the narrative in Infinite Wealth. Like, the narrative, according to a lot of Yakuza fans, absolutely stinks. Like, it's still, from a gameplay perspective, it's not bad, but from a narrative perspective, it is apparently very terrible, or to a lot of hardcore Yakuza fans. So I don't believe it should be there. All right. Hold on. We'll just do a little checkup on my on Discord. Ah, got got a got a bit of a thing from Purple Spy. He told me to say he said hi. All right. So yeah, I'm not choosing infinite wealth. Um, I have. I don't know. This is probably a bit of a tricky one. I haven't experienced I haven't experienced all of these games, so I'll probably maybe I might give it to Metaphor. Maybe it was Metaphor. Okay, best art direction. Okay, so we have Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Metaphor, and Never. Hey, Spy! The Purple Spy makes a appearance when you least expect it. Never looks pretty looks the most interesting, I'd say. I'll probably give it to that actually. All right, best score and music. Um, I don't know. Uh, maybe I might give it. Maybe Silent Hill 2? I don't know. Just a bit of a cop out, I'd say. Okay, best audio design. We have Astrobot, Black Ops 6. Honestly, Infinite Wealth should have been up for OST 2. Has some undeniable bangers. Yeah, Yakuza games usually have pretty good music. Same with a lot of Sega titles. Like that's one thing that you can at least rely on a Sega title, and that's at least usually having a pretty good OST. Alright. I honestly don't know which one has the best audio design, but all Dragon Engine games generally have shit mixing and design, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's fair. Alright, I don't know, okay. Esp Gaiden, especially Gaiden, why the hell does the music sound so quiet? That's kind of a bit of an issue that I have with a lot of I think it's probably an issue with PC ports, probably because when I played Yakuza 0, for some reason the audio was much more quieter than my max PC settings, and I had to turn up to make it sound remotely different. But for some reason the Sega chime was at normal volume, so whenever I started up 0 with max volume, the chime would just be a jump scare. Like, Jesus Christ. Whereas the rest of the game is much more quieter for some reason. I don't get why. Maybe it's just an issue of me. I did try to find solutions, but I got a little lazy. I just said fuck it. I think there are probably fixes out there, but I don't know. Maybe Rebirth. I'll probably give it the Rebirth. Right, best performance. So we have Brianna White in FF7 Rebirth, Hannah Tell in Life is Strange Double Exposure, Humphrey Gonzalez in Star Wars Outlaws, Luke Roberts in Silent Hill 2, and Melina Surgeons in Xiona's Saga Hellblade 2. I don't know. Okay. I might give it to maybe Brianna. I'm not gonna even get to. I'm making sure to skip out on Star Wars Outlaws. Innovation, accessibility. So we have Black Ops 6. No. Dragon Age: The Vanguard, Prince of Persia: Lost Crown, and also no. Yeah, fuck it, I'll give it to Black Ops 6. It's probably one of the more accessible CODs, I'd say. Alright. Yeah, I know it's a cop-out, but whatever. Alright, so Games for Impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. So have Close to the Distance, Etika, Neva, Life is Strange Double Exposure, Sonic Saga, Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kentzero. So I'm pretty sure a lot of these choices are probably going to piss off the anti-woke gamer crowd. You know the ones. Let's ignore it and just judge these as games and forms of art rather than anything else. Maybe I might give it a Neva. It's the one that has the most appealing look to me, I'd say. Okay, best ongoing. No. And also no. Final Fantasy 4. So these are the only true two options. Actually, I might kind of rule out Helldivers 2 a bit because I'm pretty sure a lot of people probably remember Democracy. Democracy. Helldivers 2 gets kind of ruled out a bit because of the whole funny business Sony tried to pull with it earlier this year. I mean, Helldivers 2 is still a good game, but honestly, I think they get a major disadvantage because of what Sony tried to pull with Helldivers 2. So it just leaves Final Fantasy 14 and Fortnite. I'm giving it to Fortnite, actually. I think they probably at least doing a good job of keeping Fortnite appealing to a lot of people. Best community support. So we have Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. Man, I swear No Man's Sky gets a nominee every single year. I mean, I know that No Man's Sky is a ongoing game, but still, it just gets nominated like every single year ever since its release, I guess. Or at least when they started updating, I believe. I don't know. I might give it to Baldur's Gate 3, actually. Alright, this is a interesting one. Best independent game. So we have Animal Well, Balatro, Lorel LA, and Laser Eyes, Neva, and UFO 50. I think I'll give it to Animal Well, actually. Yeah, that's right. Donkey gets this win. Is Mayonnaise an indie game? No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an indie game. Horse Riders is not an indie game either. Okay, best debut indie. Okay, so we have Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, and The Plucky Squire. The Plucky Squire, I think, probably wins this one. I think it's the most unique one out of all these. Alright, best mobile game. Okay, so we have, okay. It will literally just be a 3D model viewing of a mayo jar. All you're literally doing is describing Rock Simulator, but instead of a rock, it's just a jar of mayonnaise. That's what you're describing an indie game of mayonnaise. Okay, so we have AFK Journey, Balatro, Pokemon Training Card Game Pockets, Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero. I'm not voting for a Hoyoverse game because I'm just not gonna. Maybe Balatro? Yeah, let's go for Balatro. Why not? Let's go gambling! Oh, dang it. Okay, so we have best VR and AR game. And look at that! I haven't played any of these because I don't own VR. Not gonna lie, I do like the premise of ZZZ, but god damn the fan service. Yeah, that's kind of like the whole thing about Hoyoverse titles. They just have a lot of fan service. A lot of fan service. You know, and fan service to the point that only Gooners play it. Right. So we have Arizona Sunshine Remake, Asgard's Wrath 2, Batman Arkham Shadow, Metal Hellsinger VR, and Metro Awakening. I don't know. Let's just go for Batman. Batman's all reliable. Okay, best action game. So we have Black Myth Wukong, Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer 40,000. I'll give it to Helldivers 2, actually. It probably had the most fun from a lot of people. Right, best action, adventure. Okay, so we have Astrobot, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, No, and Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Oh, I didn't even realize that Grezzo was behind Echoes of Wisdom. Was Grezzo behind the Link's Awakening remake? Silent Peak. Alright, let's go for Silent Hill 2 then. Right, best RPG. So I have Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring, Shadow of Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. Right, let's disregard the bad narrative of Infinite Wealth and just judge these as RPGs and games, not from narrative. Do it for me. I know that Dragon's Dogma 2 had a bit of a very rough launch. Maybe Elden Ring. Let's just go for Elden Ring. It's probably the best choice, I'd say. Best fighting game. There's okay, not gonna lie, Infinite Wealth has a significantly superior gameplay upgrade to 7. Yeah, I guess that is true. A lot of people did judge the game based on that and not from the narrative, I'd say. Like, a lot of people who are like casual fans of Yakuza probably care more about the gameplay than like the whole narrative and whatever. Though, of course, a lot of hardcore fans would care more about the narrative. Okay, so we have Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. I don't know why they included this. Like, yeah, it's Marvel vs. Capcom, I get that, but it's literally just a collection of old Capcom fighting game, of older Marvel vs. Capcom titles. Like, yeah, they're good, but they're not new. It's just a collection of old shit. Yeah, they're old arcade. It's a collection of old arcade games. They're not new. So let's just rule this one out because no. Multiverses. This one, a lot of people were perplexed by because this isn't a Multiverses isn't a new game. It's more like an upgraded version, I guess. But a lot of people are very mixed on Multiverses nowadays. I think that's kind of like the issue with a lot of Smash Brothers inspired fighting games. They just are kind of in Smash Brothers shadow, kind of like with mascots fighting games, mascot races, how they're always in the shadow of Mario Kart, whatever. Like, should win God Fist bottom text. I'll choose Tekken 8. I think it's probably the only option. Best family game. Nintendo usually has majority of the picks for these each year. Okay, so Astrobot, Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Echoes of Wisdom, and The Plucky Squire. Surprised that a Mario Party got nominated. Breaking: Purple Spy is secretly buying out VGA election results. Oh, OMG. Let's throw Astrobot a bone. I think Astrobot deserves this one. Alright, so best sim/strategy. Wow, I haven't played any of these. Okay, Age of Mythology Retold, Frostpunk 2, Kinetsugami, Path of Goddess, Mana Lords, and Unicorn Overlord. I don't know. I guess I'll do an eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I guess this one. Best sports and racing game. Congratulations, these are like, feels like the same as last year. Okay, so I don't give a crap. Maybe Topspin, because I think tennis is more interesting than FIFA. Alright, best multiplayer. So this is a little tough. We have Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Mario Party, Jamboree, Tekken 8, and Warhammer. I think all of these at least have pretty good multiplayer from what you can tell. You know what? Let's go with the Helldivers 2. Best adaptation. This is a little bit tough. Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles. This is like the only Sonic nominee that we have this year. Which is perplexing because Sonic X Shadow Generations came out and it has a whole new game and it's fucking goated. Like a Dragon Yakuza. No, we don't. No, we don't. Nuh-uh. No, we're not. Tomb Raider Legend of Lara Croft. Yeah, let's give it to the Fallout show. That one was actually pretty good, from what people said. Most anticipated game. GTA 6, by a long shot. Like that was like that was the only option. Alright. Right, Content Creator of the Year. So we have Queso, Lujon, Techno Gamers, Typical Gamer, and Isoto Picora. Yeah, you know what? We're going Queso. For the memes. Let's let our boy Queso win this one. Come on. Queso deserves it. He deserves to win. Right, best esports game. I feel like this is like the same as last year's. Just with one difference. Okay, so we have Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and Valorant. I'm pretty sure Mobile Legends Bang Bang was like the only new one because literally every other game is literally the same thing, the same choice as probably last year. Let's just go Dota. Right, best esports athletes. I'll go for Faker. Right, and best esports team. That's tough. Let's just choose a random one. Right, and player's voice. Alright. So this one is based around, so this is a very interesting one. Obviously, I just have to wait for, days, which I just won't be there for. We won't be live during that, but, yeah, these are officially my choices for this year's Game Awards, outside of the player's voice. So, yeah. Yeah, so those were all the stuff from the Game Awards. Like, a lot of people have been making fun of those choices. I don't blame them. But honestly, there wasn't a lot of choices they could have picked. Like last year, definitely did have a good variety of choices, I'd say. Though this year was definitely a very weird one, so I don't blame the lack of good proper choices, I'd say. I mean, there's definitely still some good ones, and some obvious choices, I'd say. So yeah, those are my picks. How long have I been doing this? Like 26 minutes. All right. Well, I think I'm going to end the stream right here, and things will. And I hope that, and we'll see you back here for watching the rest of the Game Awards. So see you when the Game Awards goes live, and yeah, see you in December. And I will just be here being a bit of a lazy ass, I guess, and also choosing to upload cool stuff when I feel like it. Anyway, yeah. So yeah.